On this episode of Trying Not to Sink, we visit Harrington Harbor South, then cruise to Schaefer's Marina on the C&D before heading up the Delaware to our home port in Philadephia. My name is Ed. I'm an ex-musician, turned politician, turned accountant, who now imagines himself a sea captain. This is Lynn. She's an ex-model, retired photographer, and the love of my life. 3 years ago we bought a boat. No experience and completely clueless. Since then we have traveled over 10,000 miles along the Atlantic coast and the Bahamas. Join us as we continue the adventure, exploring exciting places, meeting new people, and having the time of our lives while trying not to sink. We are leaving Crisfield, Somers Cove Marina, and it's a really nice stop. The marina is excellent. It's big, it's easy in, easy out. So we had a nice stay there, and it's inexpensive too. I think it's $1.75 a foot, so it's a reasonable price too. Halfway down the bay, this is a good place to stop. If you want crab, this is the town to come to. This whole town is about crabbing. We went to 2 restaurants and had the crab, and there's places to buy crab. It's half the marina, I think, is sort of filled with people who go out crabbing. Anyway, so that's a great place for that. The town's a little sleepy for our taste. You know, we kind of like a little more nighttime activity, but daytime, this is a great place, and we'll probably stop back. In fact, I'm sure we will. We are leaving now. We're going to cross the bay over to Herring Harbor. The name of the marina is Harrington. Harrington South we're going to go to, hopefully, and spend the day there. Just another marina we haven't been to yet, so we thought we'd check it out. We hear good things about it. So we'll see you there.
Yep.
But the sea's being angry today. Yeah, we're crossing the bay. We've got maybe 3-4 footers, white caps everywhere.
Maybe more than that.
Yeah, every time I think, wow, this is pretty nasty, I wonder if I should be out here, I see a little fishing boat go by. There's a couple of them over there. You know, like this is just another Monday afternoon to them, I guess. But this is about as bad as we like to be in it. As you can hear, we are heading up and across the bay, so we do know that probably an hour or so from now we will be in an area where the waves are not going to be this big, because the wind's coming from the west right now and it's blowing across the bay. We are on the wrong side for this, so hopefully we're going to get across as soon as possible and up into the narrower section, and hoping we're down to maybe 2 footers out there, so check in. Yeah, it's easy in. Anyway, there's a nice little channel through here. The water's a little shallow outside of it, but it's nice and deep in the channel. They have it clearly marked. Fuel dock's right inside. I like how they put the transients right at the exit there, so it's easy to get out. It's a convenient stop. I'm sure we'll be back again someday. The marina is it's well put together. They do a lot of things here: weddings, catering. There's rentals, properties, and there's a beach and canoes, a pool, bar. So it's a whole big package here. Right now we're leaving. It's about 8 something or 9, I think, and we're on our way to see the canal. It's going to be about a 7-hour run for us, and we're going to see if we can stop at Chesapeake City Marina, our usual stop, and it'll be our final destination before we head to Philly.
Roger out.
Chesapeake City.
And then home.
Yep, last stop. Hope they have a slip for us.
Our last night.
Yes.
Last night of a long vacation.
We are here at Schaefer's Marina.
Oh, hi.
They're right there on the C&D Canal. Gosh, I never know whether I'm in Delaware or Maryland here.
Maryland.
Okay.
You can see us in charge of navigation.
We're about 40 miles from home, so this is our last stop. We've been to Schaefer's before. Occasionally we go over to Chesapeake City. They're both great places to stop. This place they really seem to be doing a lot of work on too. It looks like it's really going to be coming along. But anyway, I'm kind of celebrating the fact that we've just gone about 3,500 miles and I have not made a mistake yet. Got 40 miles left to go. I've not hit a dock, have not run aground, have not hit a boulder, have not drifted ashore, have not came in too hard, and so.
Well, you did hit ground once, but it wasn't your fault.
Yeah,
That's the channel.
Yeah, that was just the way it is. I was getting out of a marina, and that's the depth that it was. So I kind of whatever. You're stealing my thunder.
Sorry.
But yeah, so we're happy. Kind of, sort of anxious to be home, and that'll last about a week or two, and then I want to be out on the water again.
Yeah, then we'll take a trip to Baltimore or something.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll do another trip this summer or fall, and I'm sure we'll take the small boat out a little bit, maybe head up to Bristol. So we'll still do some water things, and I have a whole bunch of videos we're going to put together. I want to do one on the electronics, and there's just some other little things that we want to go over. One of the things I'm happiest about on this trip is not only did we not make any dumb mistakes, as a result of not making dumb mistakes, we didn't really have any repairs to worry about. We had a couple of just minor things, fuel starvation on the generator, a clogged hose on an air conditioner. I can't really even think of what's really gone wrong. Now, there are a couple of things that I do need to address that have gone wrong that are minor, but they weren't enough that I had to do it on the road. Like, for instance, our alternator on the starboard engine does not seem to be working consistently and putting out electric consistently. I wasn't all that concerned about it because we're plugged in a lot. When we're plugged in, the battery charger works. When we're not plugged in, I can turn on the generator, which in turn turns on the battery charger, so it's never an issue. We have like triple redundancy on it, but it's something that needs to be addressed. We have a little oil leak in our starboard stabilizer, which requires me to replenish oil from time to time and clean it up. Again, something that wasn't urgent but needs to be addressed. And I think our air conditioners still, some of them need to be recharged.
Our ice maker.
Yeah, our ice maker's acting up. It did this before where it dumps water. It dumps too much water for the tray and it spills over and creates a puddle of water. It happened before. I took it apart, put it back together. It worked again for a year. So
we'll do that again.
We'll probably do that again. But just minor things. You know, I mean, last year, you know, we had some major things we had to do. So far, so good. Can't wait to get the boat home and cleaned. We've been cleaning it along the way, but sometimes it's just so hard when you're only staying someplace for a day and you just put an 8-hour run in and you just want to rinse her off real quick and go to a restaurant or take a nap.
The chrome is suffering. Yeah. The chrome from all the salt water in the Bahamas and in the Keys. Yeah, the boat definitely stays a lot cleaner up in Philly, believe it or not. That chrome is just crying to be polished and waxed heavily. So that will take care of, and our bikes left some rust spots on the rust stains, on the bow, but and we do clean the boat along the way, but not really scrub it a lot. We haven't had time. I think maybe once or twice did we take the time to really clean it and do the chrome. I think we did the chrome once and the whole trip. Yeah, and periodically I would see bad spots and clean them up, but they just would come back so fast with the salt water is amazing. And then we did have the bottom cleaned just a few stops back, so we know the bottom's going to be good for the rest of this year into next spring. We'll probably worry about it when we get down to Florida again next year. But other than that, it's been a fun trip. I mean, it's not quite over, but it's going to be over tomorrow. So, cheers. Well, no, because we got a party with our friends on our dock. Oh yeah. Dock. We haven't seen them for a couple months. Oh, there's a butterfly in here. I swear. Hello. Bye. You know, I never use this stuff. When we're drinking, I just don't like doing it now. Maybe if I kill the sound. Right now I gotta eat a cherry. I know. But I might use it on Patreon. We'll be drunks on Patreon. Oh, eating a cherry. Oh my gosh, the bridge looks so pretty. We never get this view. These are new lamps they have too. They are. Oh, this is the new bar they got. I guess it's a bar. I really don't know. But I can't wait to see this open next time we come into port, because this cute little thing, which is a flip up outside bar, is right next to our boat. Say hi to Cleo. She's in there. Is that okay? Because it's a 3-4 foot tide, you said? Yeah. Well, that's pretty intense. You got off the boat. Do you remember stepping down and having to find your footing? Yes, I do. Notice what it is now. Yeah, I just have to. Hopefully, my legs can stretch that far and I can get across there.
Schaefer's Marina. She's looking good. New owners, and they're dumping some cash into it. It really looks good.
Yes, we're happy with Schaefer's. We've stayed here before once or twice. We've got fuel here as well. We were originally coming in, we were going to stay over at Chesapeake City, where we've stayed plenty of times, but they were full, so we thought, well, let's give Schaefer another shot, and I'm glad we did, because it's looking real nice. They've put a lot of money into, you know, fixing up the docks and the restaurants. A great restaurant in there. And the dockhand, Steve, was very, very helpful. And so yeah, we like the place a lot. We'll definitely come back on our next time through here. We'll stop here and maybe start making this our regular stop.
I know, I recommend it. Tom is the new dock master.
Tom, okay. And yeah, definitely check it out. It's definitely worth your visiting, and you can't get any more convenient than that. It's just a long bulkhead sort of dock, and you just pull right up to it. So.
And pull right out.
Yeah.
Easy peasy, and get fuel if you need. So it's
yeah, good stop.
I think it's a good stop. I'm glad we did.
So we are heading down the C&D Canal. This is the very last trip of our excursion, I guess you could say. We're on our way to Philadelphia. It's going to take us maybe 4 or 5 hours. Depends on what kind of current we get. Basically, we're going through the C&D and then up to Delaware, and we will be home, sweet home, this afternoon at our regular slip. They know we're coming. Looking forward to seeing our friends there, and maybe popping into the Rope and Anchor for dinner tonight. And we'll
yes, because we got some favorite bartenders there too.
Yeah, we have favorite bartenders all over the world. Yeah. So we'll check in along the way, and then we'll see you in Philly.
All right, Roger out.
Tide is high and the water's rising, and you don't know why you can't keep the light in every skyfall is a silver lining, and when the smoke clears appears a revival. We've all got things to outrun when moments come
We're home.
We're home.
Back in Philadelphia after, it was 85 days we were gone, something like that. I'll have to figure it all out.
Yeah.
About 3,300 miles. And I'm happy to say we went all 3,300 miles without a major mishap. No major repairs or hitting anything, or really nothing. So minor maintenance type things, but that's about it. So we're happy.
And the weather was good.
The weather was unbelievable.
We got lucky.
We hardly had a bad day. I can't remember any day where rain or anything messed us up. Even the winds were coming from the east when we were out in the island, so it was perfect. Could not have asked for a better window of weather than we had. But we're here. We're back in Philly, and we're relaxing. And it's kind of nice for a change to know that we don't have to get up and plan our next route or check our fuel or whatever. It's going to be a nice little break from 3 months of continuous moving. But it's great to be back. I'm surprised. I can hear the city behind me, and we've been away so long, and we have not been really in any major city since we've been gone, and it's amazing how noisy they are. You kind of forget it because when you're here a lot, you don't hear things. I used to live next to a train track. We did, right? Mm-hmm. And everyone would hear the train go by. I never heard it, because
after a while,
you're just so used to it. Well, I think it's kind of the way it is in the city. But yeah, we're thrilled to be back. Our dock masters, Jimmy and Richie, were here to greet us.
Yeah, that was nice.
Which was real nice. Good seeing those guys after a long trip. I can say we just had a terrific time. We met so many of our YouTube subscribers and followers along the trip. Some of you are in some of our videos. Most aren't. We didn't really record a lot when we're, with other people. Just sometimes you just want to enjoy the moment instead of recording it. But to those of you who are in the videos, thanks for letting us put you in the videos. Those who aren't, thanks for meeting with us.
Yeah.
And dozens and dozens of people along the route came up and said hi.
That was really cool.
It was just really a fantastic time. I mean, I can't wait to do it again next year. And it's. I'm happy to be back, but I'm sad to be back. I'm going to miss what we were doing. It's gonna take a little while to acclimate ourselves back to being landlubbers again. At least during the weekdays, because I have a feeling we're going to be on the boat every weekend anyway.
Right, not planning out my route. Every morning I would get up, have coffee, and plan out where we were going to go. Don't have to do that.
But I'm excited to kind of go back and explore the city, say hi to some of our friends here. We just met Tim, just walked over, say hi, one of our dock mates here, and I'm sure we'll be seeing him again tonight. Our regular bartenders and people that we know around the area. We're just excited to go back and tell them about our adventure and just share our experiences.
Right. And it was good that we met up with your mom, your sister.
Yeah.
And Wilson.
Relatives, friends. So many people came to visit us along the way. Chris and Jerry, and then
future
Glenn,
daughter-in-law,
Kathy. I mean, just so many people. Karen.
Karen Salvati.
But it was just a very, very fun trip. Anyway, we don't want to bore you with that. We are going to finish our martinis. We're going to go over to Rope and Anchor and have some food. Some chow.
Food.
And just relax here at the dock and maybe hang out and party with some of our local friends here. So thanks for joining us on this journey. It was fun having you along. If you have any questions about anything we did, shoot us a line. We really do like talking to everybody. So.
That's why we do it.
Cheers.